Hi, my name is Andre Cienz. I am a server at Carrabba's. I am a user of the kiosk system. I think one of the benefits of it, it allows us to work much more efficiently in our restaurant, be able to get out our food correctly, makes it easier on us.
You have to talk to no one. A good highlight.
I like the full list of like options, everything on the menu. Even better if it says like what's in it, nutritional value, any dietary restrictions could be listed. All in all, it's faster, easier.
I like that it adds up your total. Like you can add whatever to your cart, and then if you don't want it and you spent too much, you can just take away.
I like the kiosks because they're efficient, and I always hate when I'm in a rush and the waiter's taking 10 years. So I'm just like boop, 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 receipt, peace. So it's really nice, and it just makes everything easier, and I know it like takes off the burden of like a long line off the workers, because you know, they're understaffed and overworked and underpaid. So I like it. It's really efficient, and I really value that.
I'm honestly neutral. Like I get the efficiency, and I think that is like a nice like convenience to have. But at the same time, I think it kind of takes out like the social interaction that you get from like going to those places, which I know like some people like to have. So like I see the pros, but I also see the cons. You know.
I don't use the kiosks. I'm that person where there can be a line of empty kiosks, but I walk up to the counter and wait for someone to come greet me.
Why?
Because I don't feel like searching through the kiosk things to find the food that I want because I don't know where they are.
So I think that talking in person makes it more personal. And also gives someone a job because we are running out of those in America. And a surface level job that doesn't require any education at that as well.
They're so confusing. I literally can never find anything I want.
Yeah, so like if you know what you're doing, it's easy. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, like if you're just going in for like a basic thing, but like if you want to change things out, like no pickles, no whatever, it's kind of harder.
Yeah, that's true.
True. Right. And you can't ask
Like-
questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Disclaimer, I'm allergic to gluten. I can't be like gluten-free glove change on the little kiosk. Can't. No.
Yeah.
You have to ask that in person.
True.
For quality service, you need a person.
Sometimes I'm in a really bad mood though, and I don't want to talk to people. Or like if it's particularly early.
I feel like they have them in Olive Garden, and like if they move them to Bahama Breeze, I feel like people like
They
don't
have them in Olive Garden?
like to just like cash out, like you
Oh,
swipe your
yeah,
cards
those-
at the end.
Those are great.
I feel like people like don't tip as well then though,
Ooh, yeah, because you have to.
because then it's like so impersonal that you're just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
nothing.
You're right.
Yeah, so in fast food restaurants, they can be more convenient because sometimes fast food restaurants can be understaffed. And if that's the case, then maybe there aren't enough cashiers and to take your order, and it might cause a really long line. So if you do have the option of going to the kiosk as well, then they wouldn't have to have, or they wouldn't have that staffing issue, and it'd be relatively quicker. But if you have the kiosk in a nicer restaurant, I think a lot of people would prefer the face-to-face interaction that they have with their servers to feel more personal instead of just pushing buttons.
My opinion about kiosks. I think that kiosks are, one, very helpful to the community by kind of adding ease to the servers and the staff around them. I also believe, two, that they could be taking up a lot of other time and jobs that could be going on, but that is a weaker point. And three, kiosks don't take up as much real estate. So back to number one, all right? I like kiosks coming from a server's like standpoint because it takes a lot of workload off of you. Kind of helps you, you know, micromanage your table without necessarily having to be there 24/7 to micromanage the table. So if I was to serve one with a kiosk or without a kiosk, I believe that I would personally choose to serve with a kiosk. It gives them the ability to contact me, gives them the ability to check out when they please, gives them the ability to order food if necessary, and there's always that one pesky child at the table that needs to be taken care of, and the mothers or fathers or other family members do not have technology, and we do not supply them with anything but crayons, and I would prefer for them to play the video games on the kiosks. So I think kiosks are good. If you didn't have a kiosk, I think the appropriate thing would be like Cracker Barrel, where they have table games. But now that we are in a new technological age, I believe that the kiosk is the right way to go. I believe that if we continue to use them, one day the servers won't have a job. This is going to point 2, because people will merely just have to walk in, enter their food on their kiosk, and then who the hell fucking knows, someone could have a robot bring it to them. That just eliminates literally every low income job for every starting person. And now we're basically increasing a larger gap to how people can come up on their success. And by doing that, we're honestly just, we're gonna have to be like I'd like to say like 30 before we even have a legitimate job. We're getting too old for that. So by the time we're like 70, we're ready for retirement. You know, we're probably gonna be dead by 65 with all the toxic shit that's going on. So I have a really, really firm belief that probably we shouldn't do these kiosks. Like, after just thinking about that and how bad it could really turn out, could be like a DirecTV commercial, I'm no longer for kiosks.